So one of the things that I thought was most resonant to me in that discussion was that kindness was such an important and powerful theme. I was thinking of you, Allie, and I think it was Karen as well, when you said that, one of the best decisions that you can make is just choosing the kind people. And I think it was Kevin who said that the way forward is always to choose the kind way of acting. And if I had known that as a young adult, it would have saved me so much heartache, and I would have learned lessons that I learned later in life so much sooner. And I think it's such a testament to the wisdom that people with Kabuki syndrome and the community at large has brought into my life personally. And I imagine many of you feel the same way. It has been an incredible day. It is so exciting to see 450 registrants come together from across the globe to talk about research related to Kabuki syndrome. It has been such an honor to hear from our researchers. And these are the moments where we can learn from other parents and people living with Kabuki syndrome that really keep my spirits high throughout the year. I want to say a couple of thank yous. The first is to Janet Lee. Janet is our executive director, and she is working tirelessly behind the scenes, far more hours than she needs to be, driving Kabuki Syndrome Foundation's strategic mission. Not only is she an incredible professional, but she's an expert in the field, having raised the most incredible daughter, Emily, who I had the good opportunity and good fortune to meet just a few weeks back. She's incredibly impressive, and so is Janet. Thank you to Amanda Gamboa, who has been working in overdrive to bring you this conference and more, and to all of the speakers who made this special day happen. I know you volunteered your time, you replanned your Fridays, or in James's case, Saturday, and made time to share with the community, which is incredible. Thank you to our platinum sponsors, the Sangari Family Foundation and the Steve Pagcat Memorial Fund, alongside our presidential sponsors, Horizon Genomics and Knights of Columbus. Finally, thank you to each of you, all of you who have participated and joined us today to help build this community and show a commitment to educating ourselves and driving research and therapies for our family members and ourselves. So I wanted to recap and kind of end where we started and remind everyone that's gathered here today that our mission at the Kabuki Syndrome Foundation is to drive research efforts that show promise to treat or cure Kabuki syndrome. To do this, we fund clinical centers of excellence, we grow collaboration across clinical centers, we act in the community, clinical trials, we activate the patient community to participate in research and clinical trials. Now, I want to be transparent that all of this is hard work. We heard today that even if we do everything right, there's only an 18% chance that a clinical trial succeeds, but that it increases to 40% if we have the right biomarkers and other information. We want to make sure that we get everything right, and we have a lot of work to do ahead of us in this coming year to make it happen. Our researchers, who you heard from this morning, have unmet research needs, and we want to get those needs funded. And even though all of our researchers want to work together collaboratively, they need funding and support to make it possible for their institutions and labs to collaborate. We need to build things like a shared biorepository and shared data elements. It takes a lot of work to break down the silos between institutions and to safely manage the privacy and ownership issues related to things like biosamples. And finally, we need to continue to build ways to serve this community, to keep you up to date on research, to hear and understand your needs and priorities, and to canvas for your participation in research and clinical trials. So I know you're going to be tired of hearing me say this today, but please consider hitting your Donate Now button. We've now raised $52,000, and our goal is to raise an additional $23,000 to get to $75,000. Every dollar counts 3 to 1, bringing our impact to over $225,000. If everyone who has joined today gave $100 right now, we'd meet our goal instantly. Every small dollar counts. We receive donations as small as $5, and those add up quickly. And if you've been thinking about donating a larger sum of money, please consider making this your moment. Thank you for a beautiful day. And now that we're in November, the bright and cheery day of November 4th, and New York City is already breaking up the Starbucks holiday-themed coffee cups, I'm wishing you bright days with the warmth of your family during the holiday season ahead. But before we go, we have one last opportunity to connect today. We have a meet and greet with our incredible adult panel of adults who are living with Kabuki syndrome. And I know many of you have unanswered questions that you'd like to address to them. And I know that they will be generous in sharing their responses and answers. And we also have a meet and greet with Dr. Jackie Harris, who is our principal investigator for the upcoming Horizon clinical trial that's been discussed today. From the bottom of my heart, from all of the Kabuki Syndrome Foundation, board, volunteers, and more, thank you so much for being here today. And we really look forward to next time. Take care.